Hello BookTube, hello book friends. Welcome back to my channel and another video. And today I thought I would just talk about some of my plans for the coming month of December. Book related plans, obviously not Christmas related plans. And what I'm planning to read, or what I know I am planning to read, rather than what I might read kind of in between those books that I know about. So as November draws to a close, I am still reading Helen MacInnes' Decision at Delphi. This is a read for Dr. November. I'm a little bit over halfway through, but I'm reading it quite slowly. I don't know why. I'm reading the same kind of times every day. She writes incredibly descriptive narrative about the places and the people, and I think maybe I'm just reading more slowly, taking that in than I would if it was, like straightforward dialogue or something like that. But I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's about 600 pages, and I'm just over 300 pages in. I'm hoping I'll finish it by the end of the month, but it's possible, I guess, at the speed I'm going, that it might just trip into the beginning of December. We'll see, but I think this will probably be my last read for Dr. November. So yeah, that's possibly something that will still be reading at the beginning of December, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, there are three big reading events that I'm taking part in December, and I think I think this has made me reflect, and also watching Jim at Mystery and Mayhem's recent video about perhaps agreeing to doing too much, and then that causing there's the fear of missing out, the FOMO, and then saying yes to too many things. And I think possibly I've said yes to too many things in December, although we'll see. I don't know. It's not just necessarily the things that I've said yes to, it's the size of the things that I've said yes to. I'll link to Jim's video down in the description, because I think it's worth watching, and it's something I think I'm going to reflect on going forward, particularly into 2026, and I will do a separate video on my plans for 2026 at some point in December. But the main event that I'm involved in is one that I'm a co-host for, and that is a Dickens at Christmas. And this is where the size of what you agree to makes a difference, because this is the group read. It's the Pickwick papers. My copy is over 700 pages, nearly 750 pages. This is an event I invented. It's an event I'm a co-host for. I am really looking forward to reading this book. If you're interested in taking part and reading the Pickwick papers with us, it's a small group read. It's not very many people, but we'll be discussing the book on Voxer. So if you'd like to join that group, contact me on Voxer. My details are in the video description. We're splitting this up. So Dickens at Christmas starts on the 1st of December and runs all the way through to Twelfth Night on the 6th of January. So although it's 700 pages, we are splitting that up over a number of weeks, and particularly because there's Christmas and New Year and things like that in between. You also don't have to read the Pickwick papers to take part in a Dickens at Christmas. Simply doing anything Dickens related, reading another novel, a short story, watching a film, a play, reading a biography of Dickens, anything like that counts. Just something related to Charles Dickens will count as participation in the event. The other event that I'm taking part in that is related to Charles Dickens is The Ghosts of Christmas Past, and that is an event that is has been created by Vin at AlansReads and has a number of co-hosts. I will link to all of them down below in the description, and their group read is the Charles Dickens ghost story, short story, The Signalman. So you could read The Signalman and you would take part in both events. So, you know, what's not to like about that? So 2 events for the price of reading 1 Dickens short story. I am also going to hopefully continue to participate in the ongoing reading of John Irving's novels, The Cider House Rules, and the upcoming Queen Esther, which we hope to be reading in December. At the time of recording, I still don't have my copy, but I hope that by the time this video goes out, I will. I can't say more than that. My copy got lost in the post when it was dispatched by a well-known high street bookseller in the UK, and they've been a little bit slow in sorting it out, but I think it has now been resolved. As I say, at the time of recording, I don't have a copy, but I think by the time this video goes out, I will. So yeah, I'll update you in due course. So yeah, that's the group read of Queen Esther by John Irving, the prequel to the Cider House Rules, and I'm really looking forward to that. I am a co-host for that event as well. So this is where my saying yes to too many things might come in, and I loved the Cider House Rules, particularly for the kind of second half. The last 4 chapters of the book I thought were absolutely brilliant writing, and yeah, I can talk about that now. I think yes, I can, because this week is the week of the last 2 chapters of that book. It was brilliant. I was completely blown away by the last 4 chapters of that novel. So I'm really looking forward to reading Queen Esther if it turns up, and I'm pretty sure it will. And then finally, I have a book I can't talk about, but it's my read for Shelftalkers, the event that I do with MJ. We have been reading Gabriel's Moon. Our thoughts on that are coming out on the 30th of November, so after this video goes up, and we will be announcing in that video what we're reading in December. I obviously know what that is, but I'm not going to spoil the Shelftalkers release, which I say comes out on the 30th, so you have to watch that one to find out what I'm reading in December for Shelftalkers. So those are my current plans for December. I'm sure I'll read other things as well, but I don't know, with the Pickwick papers, Queen Esther's I think about 400 or 500 pages. My Shelftalkers book, I don't know how many pages that is, but I know it's not a tome. So yeah, we'll see. But then there's Christmas and New Year and all of that good stuff as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not chasing a particular number of books. I would, if I only read the books that I've talked about in this video, I will be a happy chap for the month of December. And obviously Pickwick Papers goes into January a bit as well. So yeah, that's my kind of tentative plans for the month of December 2025. What will you be reading? Are you taking part in any of those events? Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in taking part in any of the events that I'm a co-host for. So that's Dickens at Christmas and the reading of Queen Esther. Let me know, and I'd be very happy to help you get involved. And of course, if you have been, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.